Right now, I'm currently I have the endowed chair at Mills College. I'm the Darius Mio Chair of Composition at Mills College in Oakland, California. Sometimes when I look at all the work that the students are doing, I think I'm in the wrong place. I should be a student, so I can get that much work. Well, I don't necessarily teach jazz, so I'm more focused on music, just across because I'm interested in so many different things in music. Well, I mean, it's music. You can hear it, and you can also see it. In some, I mean, by listening, you can see it. The thing that's amazing about music, I mean, we can both be at the same concert and have a different take on what we heard or what we saw. It has that that power. You can go back to it and have several listenings and always still keep getting something out of it. Yeah, it teaches us in a way that nothing else can. I mean, so it's very important that people listen to music and make it a part of their lives. And I've had the pleasure of working with great musicians. I mean, one memorable thing is playing with John Coltrane at the Plug Nickel when he had the band there, with two drummers, Jack DeJohnette and Rashid Ali, Alice Coltrane on piano, Pharaoh Saunders on saxophone, Jimmy Garrison on bass. Yeah, it's just a long list of people. I'm drawn to people that have made their mark on music, and we have all of those strong examples of music and what was happening. If I think of composers, the composers were improvisers also, My older brother, Norman, got me interested in listening to music. I mean, back then people had these 78 records, and he would sit me down and we would listen to certain artists. And also in my neighborhood, there was a lot of live music there. I mean, I don't know if you saw that tape that I was showing, but if you went to see a movie, you may see the movie, and then after the movie you might see Duke Ellington's big band, or Count Basie's big band, or Gene Ammons, or when I was growing up, a radio station might play a wide variety of music throughout the day, okay? So now radio stations only play like the same pieces over and over and over and over again, So I think what I got from that was that I was exposed to music in an environment where people could be exposed to different types of music and make their own mind up about what they liked and what they did not like. Not the way it is today, where if you have a kid or something like that, I think you have to expose your kid to all kinds of music, because it's just left up to them to listen to what's going on. I mean, people, they know, that kids buy a lot of records, and so they're exposing them to this music, and if they don't know that other things exist, they might be 20 years old or 21 years old before they, are able to break that and start to branch out in other things, So someone brought up in the workshop about this one group of people, this band that didn't know this and didn't know that, and so on and so forth. It's a lack of knowledge across the board. I mean, what I see with some students, a lot of them are trying to do things and they don't know where it came from, you know. When I was growing up, my parents and my uncles and aunts, they were all very knowledgeable about music and other things just in general. The music came from my father's side of the family, and the art came from my mother's side of the family. So, yeah, I mean, most people could hold really good conversations with you about music. What I've seen when we first came to Europe, there were European musicians that were stretching the boundaries of their music. And these people nowadays are the mature improvisers of that music. I mean, when the art ensemble first came to Europe, you know, we were breaking ground there in Europe. I mean, I was saying earlier that I consider myself lucky to have gotten with, you know, 5 individuals that had a particular vision about music and the way they wanted to do it. So it's like a family, so to speak. You know, like I said, we rehearsed like 5 days a week, 9 to 5. Traveled back and forth across the States a couple of times before coming to Europe, and then came to Europe as a band and lived in Europe for 2 years. And that, I think, is, well, I don't think, I know it is. It's the reason why I'm still touring Europe today. Like I said, there's many, many examples. There's so many examples, you know. And what we do is like, well, for instance, okay, Charlie Parker listened to Lester Young a lot, but they don't sound anything like each other, you know. So the thing about music, you want to learn as much about it as you can, because that's the only thing that can help you. What you know about music can help you. What you don't know cannot help you. So, for me, I just find it so interesting, with so many different types of music, and the more you learn about it, then it just adds to whatever you're doing. I'd say in recent times, it's not a good idea to try to follow what someone else has done. You know, the music that I admire the most are the musicians that made a mark on music. Other than that, you're always behind if you're always trying to do what someone else has done. It's easier to be yourself than it is to be someone else, because you're always waiting to see what someone else is going to do. So, and I think that's the thing that makes us all unique, that we all are individuals. I'm a believer of the study of opposites. So if you listen to interesting stuff, you might want to listen to something that's boring, you know, and then you understand more about what's interesting and you understand more about what's boring. So the study of opposites is an amazing way to go.